Shalom, family. Glory be to God. Blessed be the Lamb. We're gonna make this one quick. It's getting late, and I have a dog that I have to bathe. He's so stupid. When he realizes what the word bathe is, he's gonna take off running because he can't stand it. He hates it. He's watching me closely now. I think it's sinking in. But listen, I had so much to talk about. I got 3 days of topics to talk about, but nothing is more important. I really don't. I know that a lot of you is not your fault, if you know what I mean. That you are becoming what you have been nurtured and conditioned to become, not at your own hand. But you need to realize this. You are being shaped and molded by what was there previously. If you get what I'm trying to tell you. Shit is killing y'all, man. And when it's not killing you, it's setting you up for even with the medicine. Okay, you should know that I lost my sister to HIV. Her husband, one of my best friends, to HIV. The type of friend we could sit on the railroad tracks and start drinking at 11 o'clock in the afternoon, and 2 trains later, sun going down, and we going to get some more beer. And all we doing is sitting on the railroad track beyond the trail, talking about everything. People who just a year before was vibrant. I seen a girl and I couldn't believe it. I mean, you man, you ever seen a girl get underneath her own car and change her own transmission? Well, I seen it. And by night she worked at a stripper club. Bless her heart. And it was a lot of that. Not that her personal endeavors, but she died. You are the world's future. You are not your body. I think a lot of you, especially young females, you are not your body. You exist within your body. The you is separate from your body. Are you getting it? The you is more important than your body. Your body will fade. It is frail. It will become old. It will become sick, and it will die. But you, on the other hand, will not. A resident of Acres Home at one point was HIV positive. It wasn't just Acres Home. It wasn't just Acres Home. It was most black and brown and trailer park communities. When I say trailer park, you know what I mean. Poor ass whites. It was ravaging them. The only people who escaped were those who were married and respected their marriage. Everybody else fell. I can tell you that. Everybody else fell. You think about that. Let that shit there really sink the fuck in. Let that sink in, please. At 25, as young as 13, that are that I know of in the Houston area, the only reason that you are not dead is because of medicine. At that age, you do know that's a position for elders, geriatrics, old people. That's their normal. That is the norm. How do you explain this in law? You can, and when not only are you the most Man, there are no good words here. There are no good words. So when you when you as young people, as many of you are that sick as a segment of the population, it has an effect. Not only that, there's a 50-50 shot that any child that you have will also be born HIV positive. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, that is a choice. That is a choice, and you know where I stand on all of it. So we won't go down that road. That shit is a choice, but your life should not be a choice. It should be first and foremost. And I don't, just like I didn't understand then, who dies for sex or by sex while having the knowledge of this virus plus other viruses are out there. You know, Houston numbers hold solid for 4 years. If you, I'm sure the migrant population has kind of fudged the numbers a little bit, but not much because they're not heavily counted and studied as the rest of you have been. The number one segment of the population of new acquisitions of HIV, and I hate to say it. In fact, I'm not going to say it, but I won't be specific because, again, I don't want to antagonize or aggravate anybody. But between 18 and 66, how do you explain it? Well, they're like you. You can't explain it, and they can't either. Well, they could, but they won't, which is none of our affair because I'm talking to you. You, the future. Your children are the future. How much do you know? I mean, I'm starting to question how much you know about you and your value and who you are, not in terms of race, who you are, not your fucking body, man. Fuck your body. You can be as fine as your ass want to be, and I promise you, I walk right sexual knowledge at 30, and don't nobody stop it. No, everybody, if the little 13-year-old could engage in that type of activity, then they can stand to hear this here. Because it ain't just that 13-year-old. Want me to just get deep with you and your damn kids? Shit that you don't know? Maybe you do know. You know, in some of these high schools that they're giving blowjobs in the fucking bathrooms, right? That's your kids. See, now you know. Now you know. Not like it used to be. But that's neither here or there. You are the future. And like I said, it should horrify you that in a land that has a history and a tradition of not liking you at the very least, and a history and evidence who have done all kinds of studies with different types of medicines that was meant to harm you, well, you have to look at the big picture here. All they have to do now, after millions of you are infected, is say, well, oh, well, we ran out of money. You guys have to buy your own medicine without you in it. Trust that. That some bitch don't move, it don't speak, it don't look around, it don't flip over. It just kind of lays there as if dead when it ain't busy being dead. Your body ain't nothing without you in it. Yet you cling to it as if it is you, to the point that you do what it say do. And you know what? I know that drugs and alcohol and clubs is the other end of this shit. Is the other end of this shit. I can only, man, I don't want to imagine. I don't want to imagine. In fact, what is the age here that you consider, not your parents, at what age are you grown in your damn head? Man, let me slow down because I'm getting angry. But what age are you grown in your head, and you'll make people angry. You rub people the wrong way, especially if they give a fuck about you. So, what, anyway, it's not your fault, but it is your problem. See, it's not your fault, but it is your problem. You are going to deal with it, whether you want to deal with it or I know you could get 13 years old and running they stupid ass around here, HIV goddamn positive, having taken medicine for the rest of their life. God knows they're gonna cost the rest of society $4 to $6 million. Easy, easy. That's the truth. If somebody else is paying for it, a lifetime of this shit, you ain't gonna make it. I promise you. You better hope that they come up with, and they will, because I don't want you to be sad again. I'm just saying, check yourself, man. Check yourself, and the rest of you take care of yourself. This is not a fucking nothing to you. And you're saying by proxy that you're willing to, and this unprotected shit. So you're making babies too. What kind of games are you playing? What kind of games are you really playing here? Is it because you're children? Is it by design? Is it by some plan of your enemy? All this is speculation. I'm not going down any of these roads, but something's going on. Now, I'm not going to say that previous generations didn't have HIV, Tourette of HIV, but if I was to extrapolate that further into a parental sociological factor, everyone would get upset. They would be in an uproar. They would say that I was out of line. I'm telling you, if I went any further down that damn road, and I was being honest, I'm somehow intervening or interfering in the parent-child relationship. And at that point, it would be. It would be. Ain't no way out of it. It would be. We didn't get into as much trouble as you're getting into now. Not at all. Not at all. Some of these cats out here be packing heavy firepower. I'm talking about for no reason. No reason at all to have this kind of fucking firepower as a kid with no real enemies except the ones that you and that other dude created amongst each other. And now both sides have found versions of each other, and now y'all gonna kill each other. Sometimes you'll kill each other over South Side going to die. And there's nothing we can do outside of hurting you to stop you. Because the only way to stop you on even a spiritual level would be to hurt you. Are you getting it now? You could, don't get me wrong, you could be stopped. You can be stopped collectively, but it would hurt you. And it will cause some kind of animus between us and you, which we don't want to do because we care, because we give a fuck. Okay? So we're going to wrap this up here. I hope I ain't been too hard on you. Under duress, under assault by what loves you, they will surely pull the plug on you. See how we have to think? But what if that wasn't there? But this how we have to think now. Because ain't no way that we enemies and I have this weapon in my repertoire that I'm not going to use it against them. We fully expect them to use that weapon. Because that's what the fuck we would do. Stop the medicine then. If they want to fight, argue, jump their ass around. Source. I am 7. I am 1.